Hello, everybody. I just want to do a video on the New York Giants' new quarterback, Jaxson Dart, and I'm probably gonna put it in the title. So I don't know why I'm doing this, but you spell his first name Jaxson and Dart Dart. So there was some mixed reviews on the pick. Some people thought it was great. And some of the critics were like, some of the people that critiqued it well said that he almost reminded people of Josh Allen from Buffalo. And to remind people, when Josh Allen started out, he wasn't great. Um, the current coach of the Giants, Brian Dable, who was the offensive coordinator for Buffalo at the time, molded him in to the quarterback that he is today. He brought out the best of him in the years that he was with Buffalo, coaching Buffalo as an offensive coordinator. But what I really wanted to talk about, so we're having like rookie mini camps right now with all the rookies coming to mini camp and getting to know the coaches and getting to know the young players. And afterwards, they go and do interviews, I guess, to try to get them used to the interview process, which is going to be a big part of any athlete who comes into pro sports. You got to learn, but I think especially football, where after every game you have press conferences, like in baseball, sometimes it's just like interviews in a locker room or something, or on the field afterwards. But in football, you sit at a desk, you do a press conference. And this kid's from Utah. He's a Mormon. And I'm just bringing that up because he's only the third Mormon to be drafted in the first round of the NFL. So his accent to me, and I'm not that fluent in different accents from around the country, but it almost sounds like a Southern California accent, even though he's from Utah. He's super laid back, very confident, super laid back. Doesn't seem nervous at all. Answers all the questions immediately. Doesn't have to think about the question too long. Just kind of jumps right at it. Totally different than, and I like Daniel Jones. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think injury got him, injury bug, and just having bad teams behind him. But he wasn't exactly the best at media stuff, you know. Not saying Eli was totally media savvy either, but this kid, if he's got one thing going for him, he sounds smooth in his interviews with the media. He even, says nice to meet you to all the media and everything. He's very polite. This kid, he's got media savvy. And it also sounds like he's got leadership abilities from what he said. Some really big leadership abilities. Getting the whole team offense together and rallying the troops and talking about what the plays are. And they talked to Scadaboo, the running back from Arizona. Is it Arizona State or Arizona? And he said he knew that Dart was smart. And I'm like, well, how do you know he was smart? And he said, because when you give him a scenario, a play, he reads it immediately back to you the way it's supposed to be played. And he's just talking football with him. He said he's just a very intelligent football mind. So I think so far so good. I'd like to see what he can do on the field in preseason and training camp and whatnot. See how he looks, but so far so good. He's definitely media savvy. He definitely talks the talk. Can he walk the walk? We will see. but I like what I see so far. And I said from the beginning, we should look into drafting this guy. Eli Manning likes him. It's not just because he went to the same school. Eli Manning is a smart football mind. He should be in the Hall of Fame. He was snubbed by guys for some reason, some writers. I don't know why. He should be in the Hall of Fame. So you're talking about a guy that's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, and you would think he would know a thing or two about what quarterback Giants should go after. So apparently, Shedeur Sanders failed the interview process big time. That is a big reason why, a red flag why you should not go after a guy. He didn't take it seriously. He was like answering his phone and doing FaceTimes while he was supposed to be being interviewed by the teams. He did this supposedly during the Giants interview. Whereas you got Jaxson Dart, who's media savvy. If he was going in to the Giants facility as polished as he was to the media, that's probably why they picked him. You know, that's part of it. Part of it is, can you handle it? And maybe Shedeur just could not handle the media alone. Could he have handled that? I don't know. Only time will tell. But it's not like Cleveland has the same media. They don't have the same media as they have in New York. So we're never going to see that in Cleveland. If he does good there, good for him. Good for him. And if Jaxson Dart does good with us, then I was right. And I'll take pride in that. I'm not trying to gloat here, but so far so good. And he just sounds smooth, confident, knows what he's talking about, says it immediately. I think this guy's going to be really cool. I think he's going to work out. And I think a lot of people are going to be surprised at how freaking good he is. Really. Really.